In the chilling silence of a winter morning, a lone crow sits perched upon a skeletal branch, its feathers ruffled by a biting wind. Suddenly, the air is filled with a deafening cacophony of harsh caws as dozens of its kin descend from the sky, forming a tight obsidian circle around the solitary bird. The atmosphere is thick with tension, not of a communal gathering, but of a calculated confrontation. Without warning, the circle collapses inward, a whirlwind of snapping beaks and battering wings, focused entirely on the individual in the center, who offers little resistance against the collective might of the flock. The natural world is often viewed through the lens of simple survival, yet the social structures of certain species suggest a complexity that borders on the judicial. Among the most enigmatic of these behaviors is what observers have long termed the ravens trial. Members of the corvid family, including crows and ravens, are renowned for their problem-solving abilities and long-term memories, but their social dynamics harbor a darker side. While these birds are known to mourn their dead and protect their nestlings with fierce loyalty, they are equally capable of organized collective aggression against a specific member of their own community. This phenomenon challenges the traditional understanding of animal instinct, hinting at a system of rules and consequences that govern the flock. Ornithologists and behavioral scientists have spent decades attempting to decode the triggers for these avian tribunals. One primary theory suggests that the attacks are a form of social policing, intended to eliminate individuals that pose a threat to the group's collective health or safety. In a highly socialized environment, a bird that displays signs of chronic illness or abnormal behavior might be perceived as a liability, potentially attracting predators or spreading pathogens to the rest of the flock. By removing the weak or the sick, the group ensures its own long-term viability. This cold, biological pragmatism is a stark reminder that in the wild, the survival of the many often outweighs the life of the one. However, the nature of these attacks often suggests something more complex than mere sanitation. Observations have shown that the targeted birds are not always the sickly or the elderly. In some instances, the victim appears to be a healthy individual who has violated an unwritten social contract. This has led researchers to explore the concept of reciprocal altruism and the punishment of cheaters within the corvid society. If a crow consistently fails to share information about food sources, or if it attempts to steal the cash of a higher-ranking member, the flock may retaliate. The trial serves as a violent reinforcement of the hierarchy, ensuring that every member adheres to the behaviors that keep the social unit functioning efficiently. The intensity of a trial is a harrowing display of coordinated force. Unlike a casual skirmish over a piece of carrion, these events are characterized by a grim focus. The surrounding birds do not fight among themselves. Their energy is synchronized towards the suppression of the target. They use their superior numbers to pin the victim to the ground, targeting the head and eyes with surgical strikes. To a human observer, the scene carries a heavy emotional weight, mirroring the somber atmosphere of a human court or an execution. Yet for the crows, it is an essential mechanism of governance, a ritualized form of violence that maintains the integrity of the murder. As the confrontation reaches its peak, the noise reaches a fever pitch before abruptly falling silent. The flock may disperse as quickly as it arrived, leaving behind a broken form in the grass or a solitary bird that will never again fly with the group. The aftermath of such an event leaves a lasting impression on the survivors. Because crows possess the ability to recognize individual faces and recall specific events for years, the memory of the trial serves as a powerful deterrent for the rest of the flock. The lesson is clear. The benefits of the group are tied to the adherence to its rules, and the cost of defiance is total exclusion. Ultimately, the raven's trial remains one of the most compelling mysteries of the avian world. It forces a reconsideration of what it means to be an intelligent social creature. These birds do not exist in a vacuum of simple hunger and fear. They live in a world of reputations, alliances, and consequences. The trial is not merely an act of cruelty, but a sophisticated, albeit brutal, tool for maintaining order in a chaotic environment. It reveals a glimpse into a mind that can weigh the value of an individual against the needs of the collective, proving that in the shadows of the forest, justice is a dark and feathered thing.